Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Movie Podcast. Smush Parker, how dare you? How dare you come out and talk this nonsense about the great Kobe Bryant? You know, I know Smush Parker was a teammate for a couple seasons with Kobe Bryant and everything like that. Cool, but what's the point, man? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll be fair. I'm just getting from an article. I don't know the context and everything, but still, you know. He says this about, this is what Smush Parker said recently about Kobe Bryant. Said, Smush Parker recently revealed that the Black Mamba made no effort to form a relationship with him due to his lack of accolades while he was part of Los Angeles Lakers. He said, this man never spoke to me. I wasn't the 12th man on the bench. I wasn't the call-up from the G League who was just filling a roster spot. I started with this man. I was his co-worker. Like, we shared a cubicle side by side. How do you do that for 2 seasons and never hold a conversation? He also said this about Kobe. He looked at me, honestly, and said, you can't talk to me. You need more accolades under your belt before you can talk to me, Parker recalled. He was dead serious. So that set the tone. Never spoke to him again or tried to for 2 years as a starting guard. You know, I'm sure, look, RIP to Kobe. You got people coming out talking on this man who's no longer here. You know what I'm saying? To bring up old problems or old feelings you had at the time. You know what I'm saying? What's the point? Everybody know Kobe Bryant marched his own beat. He was his own animal. He was his own dog. The Black Mamba for a reason, right? He was ready to kill. You know what I'm saying? And he was like a Jordan facsimile. You know what I'm saying? But there's also an article saying that Kobe did respond to Smush when Smush in 2007 made a comment about playing with Kobe was an overrated experience, and Kobe. So I'm assuming 5 years 2007. So it's like what 2012. Kobe said this in the LA Times interview. I tell Steve Nash you won MVP, but I was playing with Smush Parker. He's playing with Leandro Barbosa. I'm playing with Smush and Kwame Brown. My goodness, Bryant said at the time. Smush Parker was the worst. He shouldn't have been in the NBA, but we were too cheap to pay for a point guard. We let him walk on. That was cold for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he checked at the time, that we can have a quote like that from Kobe that can live on, so whenever Smush wants to ever talk about Kobe, we got that clip from, or that quote from him, man. Man, look, man, I understand Kobe, ruffle feathers, wasn't the easiest to play with. I understand that, but, but Smush Parker, I mean, he was okay. Smush Parker was a decent player in the NBA. Okay, he was okay. I mean, his only best years was at Lakers, though, right? I mean, he got almost 12 points in 06 and 11 points in 07. And the Lakers at the time were struggling. I know they made the playoffs in 06. I believe they lost to the Clippers in the playoffs. Or, they lost to the Phoenix Suns. They had their ups and downs. They were in the middle of a rebuild for their next potential three-peat, but they just ended up winning 2 more championships. But got to the finals 3 years in a row, right? At that time, Kobe is you got to take things into context, right? Like, Kobe, Shaq left. You were the face. You're the new face of the franchise, Kobe, at the time. He is trying to establish his own and everything like that. So, and I'm sure the team just wasn't where they were at, playing where they were at. So at the time that maybe Kobe has said these things, the team could have been struggling. The team could have been doing a lot of things, right? A lot of things wrong or whatever. So look, Kobe's no longer here. So, you got Laker degenerates like Smush Parker coming out, talking, feeling they need to bring this up on a show. Whatever the context was, what's the point? If anything, it adds to Kobe's legacy that, it gives credence to the type of player and his mentality that he was. People not like it, people's arrogant, but I mean, Jordan gets away with a lot of things. Jordan got away with allegedly hitting Steve Kerr at practice and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So if there's any backlash on Kobe, it's stupid. It shouldn't be any. You know what I'm saying? Any great players are wired differently. Their triggers are much different. Some people are gonna be like, well, that shows you how arrogant Kobe was and da-da-da. Okay, he got 5 championships. He's considered one of the greatest players of all time, if not the number 2 shooting guard of all time behind Michael Jordan, right? He's on many people's Mount Rushmore as greatest player. Some people think him as one of the greatest Lakers ever. I hold Kobe in very high regard as well. And yeah, those type of people are gonna rub people the wrong way. They're not gonna be your cup of tea, right? So Smush Parker can shut up, man. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about it. I know many people talked about it, but I just thought this was funny. Thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts. I'm out.